Here members are unknown. Today we're going to be reviewing Satoshi Kamiya's Origami Frog. I really like this model and I've made it. This is the third time I'm making this, and you can see how it looks from here. So we're going to be going into what I think about this model, and in the end, whether you should make it or not is worth your time. So first of all, let's just discuss. This model takes like around 1 hour to make. I made using a YouTube tutorial, although I'm pretty sure there are the diagrams. So I'll leave a link to the tutorial in the description. That took around 1 hour. Use the 16 by 16 grid, so you're gonna see these grid marks over here. You cannot like make them go away. In the tutorial though, the paper the guy uses, these marks are really less visible. I don't know how he did them, but that was really nice. So that's some of the things about this model. And we will be using my pointing scissors a lot of times this time to point to certain parts of the model. Now here's what I like about this model. Now I have my Japanese paper of 6 inches by 6 inches. It is green and white. So basically I made this model, but it's white from the it's white here. It uses just one side, so all of this green you see, it's from one side of the paper. The other side white. So I thought that if I make it like this, I may see white on one side, like green and white. But what I actually forgot to notice is, in the tutorial, which I left a link in the description to, the guy used green and blue paper, and whatever is white here, it was blue. So that's that thing. So let's just discuss a few small things about this one. The hind legs are not actually hind legs. They're just attached here, and there's this lump of paper here which comes out. It's kind of smart how he collapsed it and made those lumps come out. But the fact that they're not actually hind legs is kind of weird. Does this frog jump? No, it's not exactly a jumping frog, but you can make it kind of jump. Kind of like... Okay, it's not working right now. You can see it kind of moves. I think it does damage the model a little bit. That's what I say to prevent people from making my frog jump all the time. But okay, it just wants to really, yeah, it just wants to be in this state, like it's catching some bug. Doesn't jump so high, but it does kind of work. Here's the thing, I'm gonna use my pointing scissors. This thing right here, I'm gonna use one part of the pointing scissors. Perfect. Okay, this part here, this part, the thing with that is there's a slight piece of paper that keeps it together, but it's really hard to keep it together. Really difficult. I don't know how I got it here. In the other previous models I made, which out of one is in the dustbin, one I gave to someone, that was not sticking. So I'm pretty sure this guy I left a link in the tutorial, I left a link to his tutorial. He uses glue very casually. So I'm pretty sure for the thumbnail, he used glue here to stick this together. I can be very certain about that because this looked like it was almost not there. He definitely used glue here to stick this together. I would say don't use glue because that's not what you're supposed to. Just don't use it. That's the thing about the hind legs. It's not supposed to jump. I like how there are 3 toes, although my toes always end up weird. And these arms, they don't really make him stand. Like, they don't make the frog kind of stand up. It should be kind of bent up, but I'm still getting good at that. I like how this paper over here is bent. It's kind of cool. The thing I hate about this model is like the face. It looks really ugly. Okay, let's just ignore my bad. I made the eyes bad, but like his nose and stuff, this is exactly how the nose would be. There's a bent nose and there's a inside nose. This is like the worst face I've seen for a frog. Even in the thumbnail, the guy just shows like this. Does not show the face. And I mean, fine. I could say that I used 5 centimeters smaller paper. It's supposed to be 20 by 20 centimeters. According to the tutorial, I used 15 by 15, like a 6-inch square. I used it slightly smaller, but I'm professional, so it's not the first time that I'm using slightly smaller paper. Like, I'm just scaling down the paper. It's not the first time I'm doing this. because this is the only type of paper I have. The other ones are too big and they're not nice. I really want to use the green color. And another problem with this paper is if you rub it, like, I don't know, not rub, but whatever, like the green color starts to come off. It's a really nice green, but it does come off. So wait, I don't think, yeah, you can see this. I really want this to include this in the video. You can see this light coming from here. You can see it's kind of transparent here, which means this top is just one sheet, and this is just with all the paper together to make these arms. It's quite a simple model, but it's more of a display model. The jumping frog, like traditional model, it jumps. This is just, and this takes a long time too. So I don't think anybody would expect, like, unless you're really sure. You could say it takes pretty long time, maybe like 45 minutes, but it does take 1 hour. What I'd like to say in the end here is, I know this is kind of a short review, 7 minutes, I hope. You should definitely try this model. It's a really fun model to make. If you make it enough times, you can memorize the steps. I've made twice. I've kind of memorized the steps. So like when the third time I was making, I was like, oh yeah, this happens. I remember what happens here. It's a really cool model. Don't use glue here. That's all I'm gonna say. And make sure your toes are proper and stuff. That's all I'm gonna tell you. This is a pretty good model. If I'm gonna rate it out of 10, although I shouldn't, this is Satoshi Kamiya. I am nobody to rate his model, but I would definitely rate it a 9.5. I can't think of a better model than this. It's by Satoshi Kamiya and it's simple, kinda simple compared to everything else he makes. This is the only Satoshi Kamiya model I can make because I don't have big paper, like it's not available in my country. But yeah, this is definitely something you should try. You must have like 6-inch square or like 20-inch. I mean not 20 inch. I mean 20 centimeters of paper. Just use something. Don't use 6-inch if you're not professional, and don't try this model if you're not professional. You may mess up the first time, but again you can make it more times. So yeah, that's it for this model, and thank you for watching, and bye bye.